I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse.
I applaud Chris Rock for recovering, keeping the show moving. It was an incredibly dignified response. I'll say this, Will Smith can't take a joke. Chris Rock can take a punch.
If you're sensitive, don't you take your ass to no comedy show, because these are comedians and they make light of situations.
Following the rather surprising actions by American actor Will Smith, where he landed a slap on famous comedian Chris Rock at the 94th Academy Award night for making a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, a lot has been said concerning his actions. As we'd expect, several significant Academy figures have spoken against Will's actions, condemning it. The Academy, in a recent statement, has said, "We have officially started a formal review around the incident and will explore further action and consequences in accordance to our bylaws, standard of conduct, and California laws." The Oscar nominee and winner for Best Actor for his role in King Richard has recently rendered a heartfelt apology that Chris Rock has accepted and pressed no charges. On Monday afternoon, Smith called his behavior unacceptable and inexcusable in a post on Instagram. He stated, "Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear and I reacted emotionally." He wrote, "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness." However, this doesn't rid Will of the consequences of his actions, as some fans are calling for penalties and possibly stripping Will of the award. In line with this, the American actor, in remorse over his actions, has spoken up, announcing his resignation from the Academy. However, the question we're all asking remains: will his hard-earned and truly deserving award be taken away because of his actions? Throughout the 94 years of the Academy Award, Will's act of violence is the first of its kind. So, what are the chances of him losing the award for Best Actor? Well, in December of 2017, following the expulsion of Harvey Weinstein, the Academy's Board of Governors approved new standards of conduct that state that members must also behave ethically by upholding the Academy's values of respect for human dignity, inclusion, and a supportive environment that fosters creativity. The Academy asks that members embrace their responsibility to affirm these principles and act when these principles are violated. There is no place in the Academy for people who their status, power, or influence in a manner that violates recognized standards of decency. The Academy is categorically opposed to any form of on the basis of gender, orientation, race, ethnicity, disability, age, religion, or nationality. The Board of Governors believes that these standards are essential to the Academy's mission and reflective of our values. Beyond that, the Academy says, if any member is found by the Board of Governors to have violated these standards or to have compromised the integrity of the Academy by their actions, the Board of Governors may take any disciplinary action permitted by the Academy's bylaws, including suspension or expulsion. In the wake of this unfortunate incident, fans have also made their voices heard. One Twitter user said, "I know there's a lot to discuss here, but I can't help but be terribly saddened that the Academy watched someone physically someone else on their program, let them stay for the night, allowed them to be rewarded, and have provided zero consequence. It's a society low." Another spoke in support of Will, saying, "Please don't take away Will Smith's Oscar. His many years of work in film deserves recognition. While it's true he overreacted to an insulting joke about his wife, he has apologized. We all overreact at times." Overall, it's indeed a mixed bag of feelings and opinions. According to a source at the Academy publicly condemned Will's act of violence. It went into an emergency meeting backstage, gathering several key members to discuss their next course of action regarding Will's case. In another statement, the Academy, in a tweet, has stated that the Academy does not condone violence of any form. Tonight, we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Awards winners, who deserve this moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world. The source went further to say that several people on the Academy are of the opinion that the award should be stripped away to make a point. A formal apology has also been made to Chris Rock by the Academy in a statement reported by news agencies saying, "Mr. Rock, we apologize to you for what you experienced on our stage and thank you for your resilience in that moment." Probably this apology would calm things a little. Also, the governor for the Academy's Actions Branch, Whoopi Goldberg, while appearing on The View, made a statement about the incident saying, "I think it was a lot of stuff probably built up." She further points out that Will and Jada have been on the receiving end of jokes directed towards their marriage, including several previous shots from Chris Rock, who he later assaulted at the 94th Academy Award night. "I think he overreacted. I think he had one of those moments where it was like, gee, just stop. I get it. Not everyone acts the way we would like them to act under pressure, and he snapped. These were the words of the governor of the Academy's acting body when appearing on The View. Sunny Huston, a co-host on The View, also voiced her opinions, saying that she was shocked the American actor wasn't asked to leave the building following his actions and wondered if it had anything to do with the Academy taking his Oscar award from him.
This is not the first time craziness has happened on stage, but this is the first time we've seen anybody on stage.
Goldberg still suggested big consequences for Smith on Tuesday's The View. There are big consequences because nobody is okay with what happened. Nobody, she said, adding that she wouldn't elaborate on what the Academy was considering. She also responded to questions surrounding the lack of response from the show's producers during the live show after Smith slapped Rock. That would have been another 15 to 20-minute explanation of why we're taking a black man out 5 seconds before they're about to decide whether he won an Oscar or not, she said. I believe Will Packer made the right decision. Let's get through the rest of this so we can deal with it wholeheartedly. These words, spoken by the Academy's Actors Branch, doesn't have him hiding behind curtains either, as he has shown remorse and accepts whatever punishment the Academy sees fit. In a statement, he said, "I will fully accept any and all consequences for my conduct. My actions at the 94th Academy Awards presentation were shocking, painful, and inexcusable. The list of those I have hurt is long and includes Chris, his family, many of my dear friends and loved ones, all those in attendance, and global audiences at home. I betrayed the trust of the Academy. I deprived other nominees and winners of their opportunity to celebrate and be celebrated for their extraordinary work. I am heartbroken. I want to put the attention back on those who deserve attention for their achievements and allow the Academy to get back to the incredible work it does to support creativity and artistry in film." By all indications, Will Smith appears to regret his actions deeply and takes full responsibility. In a more recent statement by Will, he said, "Change takes time, and I am committed to do the work involved to ensure that I never allow violence to overtake reason." If nothing about the person Will Smith is impressing you, despite his actions, we can see him as a man willing to brave a storm, self-caused or not. His wife Jada has also come out saying that she has forgiven Chris Rock for what you might call an expensive joke towards her health condition and would like to move on and forget about it. Although Chris was on the receiving end of Smith's wrath, he has also issued a statement saying, "As a comedian, it can be difficult to understand which lines are to be crossed and which ones aren't." He also went on to say, "Last night I crossed a line I shouldn't have and paid the enormous price of my reputation as a renowned comedian. Comedy is never about poking fun at or making light of people with major ordeals happening in their lives. Comedy is about using real-life circumstances to create laughter and bring light to an otherwise dark world." These were the words of the comedian. Regardless of whether or not he crossed a line, we've got to commend him for how he has managed to control and not overblow the already ugly situation. In summary, Will Smith is considering having the Oscar taken away from him. The awards are considering consequences that will come to Will Smith. However, the history of the awards so far shows that in the 94 years of the Oscars, only one award had to be returned. In 1969, Young Americans won the Best Documentary Feature Award, which was revoked after it was later found to have been released too early to have been eligible for nomination, according to movie site IMDb. Other big names in the industry have been removed from Hollywood's Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, but all have retained their awards. Disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein was imprisoned for 23 years for sex crimes in March 2020 and banned from the Academy, but he also keeps his Oscar for Shakespeare in Love, awarded in 1998. Others kicked out of the Academy in the wake of the #MeToo movement include Bill Cosby and Roman Polanski. Now, some celebrities have spoken out to defend Chris Rock. Click here for the story.